Welcome back to Limbus Company. Daily Mirror Dungeons. Pride Day. Issue with Pride is, there's like barely any egos that are Pride, and 4 of them are default Zayin E.G.Os. There's 4 default Zayin E.G.Os that are Pride out of the 12 Sinners for some reason, and the other 2 only other, Pride E.G.Os are the 2 Dimension Shredders. Which means there's no, like, Pride fragility on any of the E.G.Os, so I'm just gonna go with the classic Pride build, that being, we're not going to spend the resources, we're just going to build them up and do nothing with them and then die. It's riveting stuff, I know, but, it works, I guess. As far as the team, I've got everyone who's got, primary Pride in the game, except there's only 6 of them, so we've got you as well, since you got secondary, which is, like, good enough. We'll go for, like, that to start out with. 15 Pride, wow. And the plan is, I think, we go for Pride skills, and if we don't have Pride skills, then we just don't attack. Maybe? I don't know. Like, this turn, oh, you've got a Pride counter, that's good. You can just defend. Sinclair's losing his clash, he's gonna take a bunch of damage. If we just, like, die, I wouldn't be too sad, not gonna lie. This is really stupid. We need, like, a new Pride. Like, it's still so strange, like, they don't have a single default Wrath E.G.O, yet they've got 4 Pride default E.G.Os. Because it's Representation Mitter, Chains of Others, What is Cast, and, Tupathos Mathos. All of them are Pride. For some reason. Okay. We can't do anything this turn, good to know. We just, I guess K-Corp Honglu's gonna, I guess we need to be careful with him since he's got the ampules. It was fine though, so. Everything's still good. Oh, you've also got a Pride defensive skill for your evasion, that's good to know. You know, if we need to, we could just, go into a battle with only the people that have Pride defensive skills, then we could only use the defensive skills. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. It is a bad idea, but not a bad idea. Like that, there we go. Alright, one more attack. There we go. And we'll already have a couple Pride going into the run. Truly awful. And I guess, like, we're gonna want to maximize the amount of fights we take, which sounds like pain because it would be pain. I also think that depending on, how this run goes, I may not have enough time to do the daily mirror dungeon, so I might just stop midway through. It's a little tight today. And we've got most of the people with the Pride default E.G.Os. And when I say most, I mean like half of them. We've got Faust and we've got Rodion, but we don't have Mersalt or Otis, so yeah, half of them. But we do have both of the Dimension Shredders available. Notably, Yisong's Dimension Shredder is just super good for us because it doesn't cost Pride. Isn't that awesome? 55 Pride so far, love to see it. We're going for 4 attacks this turn. Yeah. I wish I could remove skill 2s and skill 3s. Then this would be such a cool run. This would be such a fun run. I think I did this, like, I think this was one of the very first runs I did. I think I did this, like, when Mirror Dungeon 2 first released. And I got up to, like, 600 Pride or something? It might have been more than that, actually. I don't remember what the value was, but it was a little stupid. So we'll see just how far we can push it to its limits. Victory. And more fights. More blunt weak fights means probably more Inquisitors, or possibly just some K-Corp guys, but likely means we're just going to be facing a bunch of people that resist our slash attacks, which is most of our pride stuff is slash. We've got a pierce, we've got a blunt too, so it's not exclusively, but most of it is. Alright, this is a defense kind of turn, it would seem. Okay, well, we'll actually counter with that, that's good. That fits. And we're going for a non-elemental block with Rodion. I don't remember what type of block it would be if I added upside. Or possibly Pride, though, so that could have been worthwhile. But I don't really think I want to uptie this Rodion when we're about to get a new 3-star Rodion that's possibly going to end up being better. Nice, evasion. Oh yeah, and it means Ishmael's getting a rupture protection. God. Okay. More. Almost fully across. Unfortunately, Honglu's got his funny little gluttony defense because of the K-Corp stuff. Alright. They're almost dying. Just slightly alive still. But they won't be for long. There we go. This turn should end both these guys. I mean, that guy's at 96 HP, he's about to be staggered. We've got 4 attacks going through. 4 primary attacks, I guess I should specify. Which is not good for us. Alright, another victory. Now this next fight, I think, for the sake of some variety, let's test something out. We're only sending you in. Are you weak to blunt by any chance? Hopefully not. You might be. Maybe she's weak to slash. She's probably weak to slash or something. Yeah, weak to slash. So she's gonna resist these. Alright. Not a good speed value. You're just gonna try evading. You're going to try just not attacking these guys at all. Because if you evade, you're not going to take this, like, bleed damage, I guess. That's pretty good. Might just die. So, hard to say. Oh yeah, there we go, though. There we go. That's a pretty good defense. It's a 10+4 because, like, the level difference. I think it was turned into a 12+4 there or something. Oh, you've got 1 speed. These guys are inflicting bind on you. Oh, that's not good. Well, you probably won't die. Keep at it. Are they going to keep on binding you? Yes. Keep on being bound. That's not good. That's going to ruin this entire joke. Ishmael might just die. Which would not be optimal for the build. There probably would have been better fights to do this for, in retrospect, but oh well. We're dodging. Okay. We're not going to get bounded next turn. We're only going to take a couple attacks. Don't attack though, because if we go for a single attack, we'll be in a bad position because of that bleed. Defense power and paralyze is actually kind of bad, but like our mineral's not too bad as far as our stuff goes. Oh, there's the stagger, though. Yeah, Ishmael just dies. Alright. Maybe there would have been a better play here. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Oh, we're down 1 person now. That's fine. It was worth it for, you know, the science behind it. What was our person order? It really doesn't matter. We'll just do that now, yeah. You know, we just sacrificed someone in order to gain a little bit more pride effectively, which is a pretty good trade. In a sense, I guess. Not the best, but you know, in a sense, we're already at a great pace as far as the Pride goes. Honglu's ampuling. He's drugging himself.
저 사람들 좀 지친 것 같아요.
Okay. What is analytic guy even doing? Who's his analytic guy? Years, deal terms are damage used for negative subjects. But it's base Faust though, so you know that's gonna not matter at all. She's bleeding a little bit, it happens. Yes. Okay, and this guy too. This is gonna be like the most mind-numbing run of all time if I keep at this the entire time. And like it's tempting to, but at the same time, like I kind of value my time a little bit better than that, I'd hope. Okay. Keep at it. God. Do we have anyone else with... Ishmael was the only Pride evade person, I assume. We've got some, like, Pride counters, some Pride blocks on this team, but I don't think anyone else had a Pride evade. Oh, I think... That's unfortunate. There probably would have been at least one other person with a Pride evade had we, you know, chosen someone differently for our team. That's fine. Once again, we're doing good on Pride right now. Right, you can't check here. They're really not add a way to check. I feel like they said something about adding a way to check on the main menu, but I think I might just be misremembering something from like the distant past. Okay. Counter, nice. Ramp fueling immediately again, thanks to K-Corp Honglu being like that. And, okay. I could always try like bringing like deep base identities to FI4. It's not a bad idea because they only cost like what 50 thread, 20 shards, which is like a lot like compared to, you know, some things, but there's been a lot of... The value of a single thread has been significantly decreased recently, that's for sure. Okay, you can get a second ampule, that's fine. We can always just keep sending, like, Honglu... No, we can't... I was going to make the joke about sending Honglu in solo somewhere, but he can only defend a certain amount of times before he just blows himself up. So that's not really an option. Alright. Okay, we've got a couple Pride skills we can use here. You're going to get your second ampule, it seems. And you're actually defending this time, so you will actually get the second ampule, unless you stagger the guy. So no second ampule for you, which is fine by me. It's not like we need it. I'm more so just counting him to give something to do, because otherwise there's nothing going on here. Oh wow, Pride Absolute Resonance. Everyone gains poise count. Sure thing. The other options might have been funny too, but like. Crits could significantly speed up the game. I guess I don't want that, though. I guess if I want to maximize Pride, I need to go as slow as possible. Okay, we add you to the team. And I guess we'll get, like, Mersal or something as our final person. There's no one else with a primary Pride in the game. So we're going to have to rely on secondary Prides from now on, mostly. If I'm still keeping this up at a certain point, I'll probably just start sending people one at a time into, like, a boss. And seeing, you know, just how well they can do. It would be cool if, you know, like, whenever you did damage to, like, a boss, like, their HP carried over to, like, the next person you send in. I'm thinking of it like acts in Ruina, I guess. Like, oh wow, your people die, but you still have some people in the back and you can send them out. Which would be funny. Oh god, very little attacks this turn. Alright, alright. Okay, some healing would be nice if we're going to be using a bunch of counters. I guess that's also something to keep in mind. Oh, nice. Nice counter. Nice counter. God. Question of the day. How are you doing? I don't know. I'm this run's already getting to me. Yeah. How are you doing today? I'm good. Leave your answer in the comments below. God, if you see this run's only gonna last for like 5 more minutes, don't be shocked. It's only a matter of time before I just, like, mass suicide these guys. Here's some other people. I don't have it written down what, like, element counters and defensive skills people have, so I've got no idea. I could try sending someone in who's, you know, only got... If I wanted to be really funny, I could, like, switch Sinclair for Grip Sinclair and only defend with him. Which is an awful idea. Don't get me wrong. That's why I want to do it. Well, nice evasion by Ryoshu. Okay. Okay, we'll be able to trigger that counter at least. Even if we can't trigger U-songs. I think we should probably change it so a Yi-song goes first. We should make it so the people who gain more speed slots first are the people who have Pride defensive skills. Because they're the ones that like most benefit from getting more speed slots, even if they don't have what they would need. Nice counter. Because of the fact like Hong Lu's just got so many speeds, he keeps on using his defense, which means he just gets ampules, which really doesn't help our prerogative there very much. Something I really didn't consider is the fact that if this run goes on long enough, I might just straight up get Molar Yi-song at the end. Because it's currently 50 minutes until he's unlocked. And I wouldn't be surprised if this run lasts for 50 more minutes. If not, oh well, it'll be next episode either way. Cool, we're getting so much poise, especially on Yi-song, because his skill 1's super good for poise. Which we could, you know, pair into his dimensional cutter. His dimensional shredder, yeah. Because of the fact dimensional shredder doesn't cost pride, but it still builds up pride because it is pride. So, you know, it's not a bad play. God. This fight should not normally last this long at all. And the fact that it is very sad. Look at these crits Yi-song's getting. I'm pretty sure he gains like a net positive on crit count with every crit. Because he's got, I can't remember. Yeah, he gains 2 poise count and 3 poise with every use of Striker's stance, which is the only thing we're having him use beyond his, you know, counter. His counter is actually doing a lot of damage when I did notice that it is doing a lot of damage when it actually succeeds. Because of the crit bonus it gets. Nice. We get even more crit on everyone thanks to the nebulizer, thanks to our absolute resonance. And we might just kill this guy before he gets... No, he's attacking, which means we'll counter him and kill him like that, most likely. Because it crits, which means it does 71 endured. Jeez. Yeah, jeez, 71 endured? I guess 70% plus damage on that counter is certainly something to behold. Oh, 4-leaf clover, we'll take that. That's more crit. Otherwise, nothing else here matters, so we'll leave. Oh no, we gotta hire someone. So we will throw on... Who is it, Rose Spanner, I think? Yeah, Rose Spanner's got the secondary pride, which is something. And you don't need any other egos. Sure you want to proceed with this? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, quickly fix this order a little bit. Make you first, and then you second, I guess? And I don't think anyone else here has a pride counter, no. It really is a shame Ishmael died. Especially given the fact that I think I literally just uptied her yesterday for no reason. That's the only reason why she had the pride evade. Let's see. Then we'll just go by people who are, you know, useful. And then we'll do the person who's only got 2 pride. Alright, that'll work. But now we're going to get even more poise with every single crit. Thanks to the 4-leaf clover. Gluttony, we're not going to use gluttony, so it just means every turn if you land a crit, you get 5 poise and 2 poise count next turn. And these people, like, we've only got a single coin on most of these skills. I guess you've got 3 coins on yours because it's a secondary, and you've got 2 coins. But otherwise, people are going to only be using, like, 1, maybe 2 skills a turn, which means they're going to spend barely any poise. Okay. Like that. I am going to sneeze. Maybe not. Seems I'm not going to sneeze, after all. What a story full of twists and turns, I know. We're at 300 pride now. And we're not even at the end of the second floor yet. It's also already been 20 minutes. Which isn't like the worst possible pace, I guess. It's pretty bad though. If we keep on using skill 1s, we are going to start dying once we get to the later floors. And you know, I don't really think we want to die too much, because if you die, you can't keep on building up pride. I guess the main thing we want is perversion. Really, the optimal run, we probably would have gotten perversion, you know, first floor. But yeah, there's only so much you can control in your life, you know. A bunch of pride counters there, sure. Alright, and it's just you now, so we can use a couple more pride skills and then the fight will be done. 320 pride, and this makes 321 pride. I guess it technically makes 323 pride, because it also triggers the 2 pride we get upon kill through Grand Welcome. Yeah. Okay, boss, slash, and sloth. Which is Clippity Cloppity, I believe. Who might be weak to pride? No, I think normal Cyborg's weak to pride. I think Clippity Cloppity is weak to sloth and, like, wrath or something. No, you are weak to... Oh, these things are weak to sloth and wrath. But they are weak to pride, in fact. Good to see, good to see. Okay, we can counter you. Do we want to counter... You know, we want to counter one of the minions, I think. Since the minions are, like, weak to slash and stuff. And we'll also have you... No, you can't counter that. Okay, that's fine then. You guys do this. You're not going to do much of anything, that's fine. And you're attacking... Okay, yeah, that can redirect. That'll work. Ooh, actually it probably shouldn't. That's a... What? It's a 330. Okay, we just let it go through then. This is a good enough turn 1. For our, you know, master plan. No, our damage output is something to be in awe of, I know. Alright, now a lot of them are doing stuff. That's not good. We can leap one of them, though. We can leap this guy. I think it just dies. Most likely. Okay, you can't counter that guy. I don't really want you to counter this guy, though. Okay. Maybe we do something like that, then. You counter this, you won't die. You'll take some damage, but you'll counter, you'll do a bunch of damage back. You don't die, right? You shouldn't die. You'll definitely stagger at that. Reheat, yeah, you can just go for that. Yeah, you defend against this one just in case. Sure. You're not doing anything, so you might as well. And you guys just go for one-side attacks. Alright. Leap will be very good here. As it always is. Yeah. Okay, main Clippity Cloppy's dead, so it's just the little guy left. Sinclair did not get staggered. Excellent. He got a tails, unfortunately. But now we finish them off. And there we go, that's a successful fight. The definition of success really has been twisted, hasn't it? Calling this a success. Ooh, we can use this too. This doesn't help us too much, it's random. Tremor doesn't help us, but if we use this, we'll get us another attack off each turn, which means an additional pride each turn. That's profit. We're gonna be forced to take something here, so we should probably go top out so we can do it like that. You know, if I wasn't in the mood to like fight things, this would have been like an awful floor 3, since you'd have to fight, you'd only get a single non-fight node. But luckily, I love killing. At least I do right now. Okay. Can you get one of them? Neutrals, alright. That's a dominating though, that's cool. We'll go for you though. Dominating, dominating, dominating. Alright, looks good. And we'll have you target the same one Sinclair's targeting, because I have a feeling that he could theoretically be. Oh no, it's dominating because of the absolute resonance now. Oh, you still lost, alright. You got the 5% tails chance. Nice. Instant, okay. Yeah, excellent. Can you stagger? That's good. So you two are the only ones that aren't staggered, so we'll attack you guys a little bit with some various attacks. Or maybe we counter them. Oh yeah, we should counter this guy if nothing else. Then you guys attack the staggered guys like that. Nice. Attacking again. 40 crit. 35 crit. A lot of damage on your side, but then you just counter and do 71 damage, because, it's a little silly counter like that. Okay, you're being targeted. You're not being targeted by anyone, though, despite your 5 aggro. Someone actually figure out actually what aggro does. I guess I can, like, look that up or something. Just how much of an effect it has, because it really rarely seems like much of an effect. Should you counter right now? Yeah, you're good to counter. Yeah, you counter that then. Smash that guy, leap. You can leap this thing and it dies. And you guys could just stand around. Yeah. While they're attacking, I'm researching aggro. Alright, let's see. My research so far is not bearing any fruit. I have got no idea what aggro does still. And I do have to get the feeling that I'm not going to figure it out. Which is Okay, nice. Nice dodge, nice dodge. Yeah, there's absolutely no information on exact, and no one knows what aggro does. It could be a placebo for all we know, which is the funniest possible outcome. You're weak to master, you can make that. You go for that. Then you can clash against this guy, and then you guys are just gonna go for defensive skills because you don't have anything good to use this turn. So far it's been a 5-turn Pekatulum fight. Okay, this one dies here though. Tails still kills thanks to the crit. I mean, I think the crit wasn't necessary. Ooh, a lot of damage on you. You can only counter so much before we start to, you know, perish. Which we don't really want to happen. I didn't hit the button fast enough. I was going to open and close the door. Okay, we're getting this anyway. So if we use Egos, we'll get some resources. Sure. Mersault. Oh, that's actually really good. Give him another skill too. First aid kit isn't bad here. Oh, gathering skulls is Pierce power up when you get pride kills. Sure. That's pride related. White Gospium is awful for us. And we'll heal everyone up, because it's mainly these two that just need some healing. We'll also get some Mersault SP in the process, since we haven't used him yet. But he now is actually just straight up better than Warp Ryoshu as far as pride goes. Don't get me wrong, Warp Ryoshu's secondary is significantly better, but there's less of it, so I don't care. Okay, you're gonna counter again. You'll take some damage. You should be fine though. Alright. Yeah, he's weak to envy, but he's still fine, yeah. Okay. Yeah. He does, his counter is a little good. God. It's such a shame that, like, there's so few units that are actually, like, good at keeping their poise at decent amounts. Like, I've definitely talked about this before, but, it's really just Blade Lineage Yi-Sung and Shi-Ishmael that can actually, like, maintain poise with any sort of, like, consistency. God, look at that. It's just, and that's just his counter, too. His counter gets a 70% damage increase on crit, that's for sure. Couple 43 offense level. That, I know that's because of like the actual like Starlight box, but that's still a big number. Yeah, everyone's got like much higher than they really should have. What was I doing though? Yeah, that's right. Killing. What was I doing? I say as if I don't remember what I'm doing. All right. That killed, so we didn't get to use it again. Sad. And more crit for you. Yeah, it takes him no time at all to get to max poise. I know, ego gifts are definitely helping him here, but his primary and secondary are just so good at keeping his poise high. And then you can use your tertiary to, like, reap, like, the rewards, that's for sure. Also unrelated, but I can't help but think this. Every time I use Rosebane or Mersault, he just doesn't look like an actual... He looks like one of the generic identities. Because, like, you can barely see his eyes because of, like, the little shadow, which is kind of like a classic, like, enemy type thing. So from a distance, you're like, oh yeah, that's just a random faceless Rose Spanner guy. But no, it's our random faceless Rose Spanner guy. Okay. He's doing good, though, since he's using a secondary instead of a primary. Even though he's a weak unit, he's still getting some pretty good damage out of his pride when he gets it, which is pretty frequently. I also think I need to be careful here, because I feel like in some of these longer fights, Honglu might just die. If I keep on, like, if he keeps on actually blocking stuff with his defensive skill, he's going to die eventually. Just because of getting too many ampules. Ooh, Yi-Sung counter time? Not with this one, but against the top left guy. No, that's not the top left guy. I guess the actual clashes are going to go first because of how speed works. There we go, yeah. 10 damage and then 56 counter. As you do. 56 resisted. Of course.
해보겠습니다.
What's our pride at? I haven't actually been looking at the number in a while, and this has already been a long floor. Yeah, it's already been a 35-minute run. God.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
We're at 465 pride so far. If we keep up this pace, we could theoretically get to like 999 pride by the end, which is kind of like the goal, I think. Because it's just far more pride than we've ever used. God. Like, sooner or later, we're going to get an ego that only costs pride. Because we've already got an ego that only costs lust and one that only costs envy in the forms of Dawn's Stew and Hexnail, respectively. Faust's Hexnail, I should say. Even though she's only the one who has it, but just to specify. Slash week, sure. Slash week means we're in a good spot because we've got a lot of slash. Blunt week means boring fights because it's like the tanky guys that resist slash. I don't think boring is the right word, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
해보겠습니다. 한 방 먹였네. 이 기세를 모아서 뚫어보자고. 가자.
I'm slowly but surely getting all my units up to Updike 4. I'm definitely, like, I've got almost my entire main team. The only people on, like, my main team I don't have Updike are Roadspinner Rodion and 7 Otis, because, like, a combination of their, like, actual, like, buffs are pretty not noteworthy. Especially since I didn't want to Updike Rodion when she's about to get new identity, which could be very good. It's definitely going to be pretty good for syncing stuff and for, you know, building up Rhyme Shank, which is kind of Rodion's main purpose. You know, like mirror dungeons and stuff. And Fraction Railway, mainly. Fierce Week? Sure. I mean, it's either going to be Moril or it's going to be Nico. Nico it is. Which means there's a little bit of a mirror match going on. Like look at this. If you haven't like noticed it, like look from like afar, compare and contrast these two. Like they've got that same like kind of like detailless like shady faces, same like very basic looking hair. Mersault's is of course a little more fancy because he's an actual sinner, but like you see what I'm getting at. It's so easy to get them mixed up. Counter, that'll work. Neutral from Rodion, since she's actually clashing against Nico. She won though, that's good. Yeah, who was fighting who there? We may never know. Okay, Ampuling, sure. Ampule kind of turn.
여러분에게 도움이 되었으면 좋겠네요.
Looking good still. Looking great. We're not at the point where we're actually like losing most of our push. We were definitely having a couple more like struggling clashes. Stuff like against Nico itself, of course, we're having worse chances. Ooh. Sinclair's fine. 56 resisted counter. Excellent. Alright, kill. That wasn't the strong counter, I guess. Here's the strong counter. Because Sinclair's counter isn't, you know, very notable. It's just a 7-11. Maybe if I uptide base Sinclair. Very clear joke, of course. Why would I uptie him unless I, you know, actually ran out of things I wanted to uptie? I actually want to uptie most of his 2-stars, because I feel like there's definitely, like, a pretty, like, fair reason to uptie his, like, red sheet and his, boatworks. They both got some decent buffs to, like, their, like, gimmicks. 2 ampules, that's still good. Oh, you don't need to, you can actually attack now, that's good. I like this. There we go.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
It is very funny that the reason why we're just only using the top row most of the time is because of the fact, like, as soon as we draw a pride skill, we use it immediately. We never give chances for pride skills to get into the bottom column, or the bottom row. So they're just kind of building up at the top, and now we're just letting loose a bunch of, like, single coin resisted attacks on this guy. So we get staggered here. God, we've got so many skills right now. Because it's turn 7. Okay, but he should die this turn. He's at like negative sanity. He's got like no chance getting heads on any of these clashes.
제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
36 poise on Faust. Because she doesn't have a chance to use her poise because she's just been defending most of this fight and using a single coin every once in a while. Oh, when gaining poisoning skills, gain more poise. I mean, might as well. Gluttony or Pierce do. Yeah, we'll take Endorphin Kit for D-Sun. Alright, and let's see. How long? It's 41 minutes. Okay, I almost just stopped recording. I don't know why. I meant to go to window, because I'm going to do my daily pulls right now. Just to make sure they get done sometime in this episode, you know? And I can modulize. Excellent, excellent. Okay. 1 star's a plenty, that's good. Especially when there's a new banner soon, and I'm gonna need to use just so many of my tickets I've built up just trying to get the single 3-star, because I mean, might as well. I've got 52 pulls worth of tickets right now. Like, it's very funny. Wrong tab. There we go. Back to the mirror dungeon. Back into the mines. The Pride mines. Alright, but what do we want here? We want this pathway. Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta reset stuff. You two. Then you guys, and finished off with Ryoshu. Alright. For once, like, the turnover actually matters, because we're getting, like, 7-turn fights occasionally, like... Isn't that insane? Never thought I'd see the day when, you know, it actually mattered. Like, down to, like, a T. Like, of course, the first few matters. Ooh. Sinclair's been staggered. 577 pride. Alright, that's fine. Ooh, that's good. Well, Sinclair was not gonna, like, die this turn. We might need to, like, repath, try and get to the rest stop. Is the rest stop attainable for us? I don't know if it is. It might be. Okay, that's a lot of poise already. Okay, you're already at 20 poise count. It is turn 3 and you're at 23 poise potency with a 20 count. Yeah. Sure thing. Okay, you're gonna need to defend a little bit. You're gonna need to evade a little bit. We can't kill this guy that turn because we don't have any pride attacks going for him. You can do, you're fine. You get a little bit of bleed, but like it's just 2. And you just dodge, so you're fine. Alright. We'll be able to trigger an ampule if that guy doesn't die to Sinclair, and I don't really think he's gonna die to Sinclair of all people, so... Cool. I don't think we haven't got any ampules this fight, I don't think. I guess it's, once again, is the kind of thing I really should pay more attention to. Oh, you're actually gonna stagger him anyways by virtue of the coin. That works too. No ampules for us. No 5% healing for Honglu. Do we repath? For Sinclair's sake? Do we repath? If he dies, he dies, you know? Sure, he's one of the most, like, beneficial people on our team because he's actually got a pride counter, but, like, there's only so much he can do.
가능하면 다치시지 않게 싸우셨으면 좋겠어요.
Yeah. Not bad. I think they're dominating, so he's not going to die this turn, most likely.
벌써 끝나가는군. 저거 봐, 쟤 휘청거리고 있다.
Oh, and we also have a full resonance for once, without needing to use any defenses except for a single one. That's good, though. We'll get more poison on everyone thanks to the nebulizer.
일이 끝나간 조짐이 보이는군요. 우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
There we go.
그렇게
Like that.
흉터의 결과요.
Okay. There we go.
흉터의 결과요.
All of them dead. And we got a nice chunk of pride from it. How many times do we need to say pride before it's instilled into your head that that's the entire joke here? The entire joke here, this is like the natural endpoint to the whole joke about, like, ooh, number get big is very satisfying. And that's just our... Yeah, 642 pride we've got right now. Okay, you're struggling. You could defend, I guess. You're not gonna die, though. That's the thing. Even more strugglings. Even if you get a good resonance off, even then. Okay, but I mean, it's Faust. If Faust dies, like, so... Yeah, this is the part where everything's about to fall apart, I think. Methinks. Yeah. Sure, you're getting some attacks in. That's nice. Especially because these guys are just going to heal any damage we deal. That's not good for us. It really isn't. Well, I don't want to spend... I guess we could use some egos that aren't pride related if we, like, really felt like we were in a bad position. We actually lost... Oh, no, we only lost a single coin with Leap. I thought we were just going to lose an entire clash with Leap, which would have been insane. Yeah, look at this, though. What can they do against this? Blue. Because if it was green, we would die. Because these guys are green, so they die.
저희가 이길 것 같아요.
Right, let's see.
가자.
Okay, 9 HP on that guy. 0 HP on that guy. Ooh. Okay, Sinclair counters this guy. Oh, this is a no trespassing. I really shouldn't have countered this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sinclair's dead. What if he lives, though? He does not live. He is dead. Very dead. Yeah. That makes sense. 118 critical there. There we go. What a good count. Like, honestly, does it, like... I think the only other good counter is if you get, like, the passive going for Rodion and all that jazz. Okay. You know, I think the game's trying to tell us something. Leave the shop? No. We've got business to do. We need to hire someone new. Let's see. Let me pull up my Excel. I don't know if there's anyone else who's got a single 2 pride attack in the game. Yeah, because, like, looking through it. Oh, no, Otis, that's right. Yeah, default base Otis. Alright. Excellent. You don't need any egos. You've got 2 Pathos Mathos, which we have no plans on using. And we can also... We're going to heal specifically Yi-Sung. Since he's, you know, the star of the show. He's fabulous. And we'll fight some Abnos. Why not? Why shouldn't we? Yeah, now we've just got it. So whenever someone, you know, gets a crit, they're going to get a power buff. But what was it? I don't remember exactly what it is. You don't. It's not really a very frequently seen ego gift, of course, being the tier 4 for us right now. Yeah, ally gains 2 base power up next turn. That's a lot of base power up, actually. Jeez. And greatly increase the damage. I think it's a 50% increase or something like that. Which makes it so crits do 70% more damage instead of 20%, if I'm not mistaken. It's something along those lines. Okay, you need to evade and get hit or something. And this is the play. Okay. Let's see. What can we clash against well? You can try and dodge. Yeah, you'll probably be able to dodge that. You can't clash anything, so you're just going to go for a one-side attack somewhere. You can't clash anything. You can clash something. You can evade this. That works. You can clash against one of these. This one, specifically. Then you can clash against one of these two. And then Otis can try and evade this one. Alright. That'll work. Then we just go for some one-side attacks on the ones that are just being dodged straight up. The ones that don't resist Pierce, or don't resist Pride. So the Pride resisting ones are going to take some time to kill, it would seem. We also didn't get a Pride Absolute Resonance this turn, very unfortunately, so we didn't get our bunch of poise on everyone. There we go. Endorphins is triggering, he's just getting a lot of poise. He's going to be gaining base power up every single turn, because there's not going to be a single turn in which he doesn't land a crit, unless, you know, he uses a counter that doesn't get taken. Speaking of using a counter that doesn't get taken, you're going to use a counter and it's not going to get taken. You need to clash a little bit. You got to try. Otherwise, you're never going to amount to anything in this world. Which wouldn't be cool. We don't want that. Dominating. Nice. Force break. You can just slap like this guy as well. Sure. You go for this one then. Yeah, that'll work. Full Pride Resonance means everyone's getting poise. Everyone's got their 30% crit chance right now. And it's doing wonders for us. Really is. And anyone who gets a crit triggers the... Yeah, I guess... I mean, Pride is like the sin that's affiliated with poise, so it makes sense that we're getting some good poise stuff in this run. But it's kind of surprising when, like, we've got a single poise identity. Other than, like, everyone else doesn't have any poise at all. But that's kind of the beauty of poise runs in Mirror Dungeon. The fact that you don't actually need poise to do a poise run. It really is something else. Okay, you're being targeted by a couple people. You can, you know, do this on that one then. You probably redirect one of these guys? Yeah, you can redirect... Oh, you redirect this guy, then you lock that guy. Alright, that'll work. You evade... You can redirect that. I mean, might as well. We're just doing a bunch of defenses this turn because we do not have nearly enough Pride. No damage dealt. Evasions on Otis, that's good. Her sanity's getting up a little bit. Not much, though. Not yet, at least. Okay. You're gonna dodge. You guys are gonna dodge. See, are you being targeted? No. Unfortunate. You can clash that. You cannot counter anyone, unfortunately. You cannot avoid anyone, unfortunately. Now we just need everyone else to make sure they clash against something. Doesn't seem like it's gonna... Oh, that's fine, actually. I was like, that's not gonna work, but that's because everyone wants you dead. Yeah, we're actually pretty chill with that, so... Alright. If you insist. And you clash against, like, this one. There we go. Oh? Ooh. Rough, buddy. Good stuff still. Despite everything. Despite our, you know, losing two of the probably most beneficial units we had. Because our two units that actually, two of our three units that had actual Pride defensive skills. But, like, they're not needed. They've never been needed. And that's not going to change. Oh, speaking of not being needed, no one's going to be able to do anything this turn. Cool. Beyond our three people that can do something. I think this is genuinely like the most usage I've gotten out of a counter ever. Is just this run. He's got a couple poise, potency. Yeah. Boosts the critical hit chance by 53 times 5%. Okay, that's good now. He's got a 250% crit chance. Sounds good. Actually, you know, counter this thing, honestly. Your counter is funnier. Maybe don't counter that thing, actually. That's actually a bad idea. Counter this thing. And then just, you know, we start attacking a bunch of these guys, a bunch of these goons. They'll die. Or we'll death this turn, because this is our good Pride turn. This is our good Pride turn. They should all die.
하나 마무리했습니다.
Everyone's just getting a bunch of base power up from the residents. Or offense level up, just giving them power up, I think, is how that works. A leap on a target that does not really deserve a leap. Oh, and this guy thinks he's someone. 65 damage, and that's resisted because they resist Pride. There we go. That fight took a couple turns. Now we actually get to fight the boss. I didn't see what the boss is weak to. Hopefully it's weak to Pride. If it resists Pride, we're in for a fun time, though. Gluttony skills, who uses that? Weak to Slash. I mean, that's good, too. Are these things weak to Pride? Because these are the dogs. The crawling Inquisitor dogs. They might be weak to Pride. They're weak to Slash either way, though, so that's good. No, they're neutral to Pride, though, which is good enough for me. Dodge. Like, honestly, we'll clash, like, a little bit, maybe, with the other guys. Like, maybe that there, and then, like, impede the intruder, this guy. And then everyone else is gonna go for the big dog. And I mean everyone else. Because why not? That's the thing, like, we're gonna give one of them instincts no matter what, based on, you know, how many attacks we have, statistically speaking. So why don't we just go for the big guy, get him out of the way. Our crits do a lot of damage, so we're building up crits is gonna be very good for us. Yeah, we're being dodged a little bit. That's fine, though. And we're dodging a little bit, though. And, you know, Yisung still gets his attacks off. He's used a single attack so far, and he's at 16 poise with an 11 count. Pretty good stuff. You can dodge that one, and you can clash against this one once again. We're gonna need to kill this guy this turn. We should be able to kill this guy this turn, I believe. And if not, Oh, I guess we can't... You can't do anything this turn. That's fine. That's fine. This thing is, like, weak this turn, so we should be able to just stagger it. Maybe not, though. Maybe I should have been smarter, because we're about to take a bunch of damage. I think Otis dies here, or something. Not enough stagger, though. Okay, well, you don't die then. You'll take some damage. You're fine. And we've got some dodging going on. And now this... It didn't get staggered. It's under half HP, and the four-legged beast always stays at angry mode when it's at that much HP, so, like, we're fine. We'll hit it with, like, that much stuff. What are you going for? Otis can dodge that. What are you going for? Oh, I see. Well, we can just have you deal with that or something. You guys are doing nothing, alright. Good to know. Alright. 52, 52. And down the big guy goes. That's good. That was pretty efficient for, you know, only using Pride. And this kind of a challenge one. Barring, like, maybe one fight where I might have made a mistake, I think I've only used Pride this entire time. So, you know, this is what I'd call a successful challenge run so far. Nice. Striker stance goes again on the other guy. Nice. Leap. We're gonna do a lot of damage. We've got a single attack we can use this turn, alright. Well, I mean, we counter this guy. That's the other thing. So we might only have a single normal attack, but otherwise, we're still fine. Because, you know, this counters can do a little bit for us. I'm getting massive deja vu, and I don't know why. I feel like I've countered this guy before when there's only one left. If that sounds, like, very specific, my bad, but I do not have any, like, logic behind it. So, man. Okay, like that. This guy gets staggered, so our counter doesn't go off. Wasn't expecting it, though. Would have been cool. But that's fine. Because Faust gets the kill, actually. That's pretty cool. She doesn't do much of anything. Base Faust. But that's floor... It's been an hour, and we're just finished floor 4. This is like Mirror Dungeon 2 hard, like, type of pacing. Damage up to random value with Lust. I mean, it's gonna go to, like, Ryoshu, I think. Does anyone else have Lust? Otis, I think, has... No, Otis doesn't have Lust. Does she? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We're gonna take the one that gives us more poise from skills. They're just giving us all the poise stuff on a silver platter. On a run where it's, like, not going to matter. We stick to bottom path here, though. Just bottom path full way through. Boss is so that no one will cry. Alright. That's manageable, I think. Could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Okay. Good turn 1. Good starting skills. Some favored, so we're a little bit down to chance whether or not these guys get heads or tails. But it looks like chance has been going in our favor. Ooh. Yeah. Huh. We won all the clashes, so you know. Pretty good. Pretty good luck. Pretty good odds. Just because I want floor 5 does not mean I'm going to give up my beliefs. We are using pride skills, and you are going to like it.
이기는 편, 우리 편.
Yeah, we've got a lot of them here. We've also got an absolute resonance, so that's pretty good. So everyone's getting more poise. Yisung is at 44 poise potency already. There's something wrong with this run. It's turn 4. What do you mean you've got 60 poise potency? I wish it did something beyond 20, but like it makes sense that it doesn't, but like what if you get double crits? Wouldn't that be so cool? I think that's the way that you fix poise. Add double crits. So if you have, say, like 25 poise count, you're guaranteed to get a crit, but now you've got a 25% chance to get a double crit. And it can just keep on going. I think that would be the best way to make poise significantly more viable. Because a crit's only 20% additional damage without any other modifiers, which is like super lame, given how either, you know, you have to build around crits. They're not like actual universal like a lot of other games crit systems. What's that? Did I? Okay, yeah. That's actually super interesting. I don't know if you guys saw it, but for a split second, when I started the round, Otis's portrait like showed like the stagger effect for like a split second, even though she wasn't staggered yet. And that's because the game was already calculating like everything that happens this turn, and it just kind of prematurely showed the fact that she was getting staggered. That's very interesting. I don't know how notable that is, but I definitely noticed that this time. Which is very interesting. Oh, we're losing with Leaf. Alright. Alright. That's not good. That means that guy's getting even more sanity. Okay. Not much we can do this turn. I like how the entire point of this week of videos was like to get the most usage we could out of like each sin. But the point of like this week is to get the least usage possible out of this sin. We just want to build it up and do nothing with it. Like, I don't know. Alright, this is where things are getting kind of bad. You could at least you should stagger like one of them. Dimension Shredder, pop that since that's still Pride, so it counts, and it doesn't expend any Pride, so that's good enough for me. It says you guys are still struggling. I think you'll be fine though. Oh, we gotta select you still. There we go. We're doing a small little thing here. We're going for the Dimension Shredder, which means we're doing something. We're not doing nothing. We're gonna have like a crit here. This guy's gonna like die horribly, most likely. We don't have any charge, so we don't get like the additional damage buff or whatever it is. No, it just inflicts dimensional rupture, whatever. Oh, you're doing it again. In what world is that the first skill to get used? Alright, I guess it's because your other skill one was... It's because his skill one was targeting a staggered person, so the clash went first. Yeah. Okay, but that means that's there was two of the strugglings, effectively. Oh, wait, and then... Did Faust inflict paralysis on that guy and made it so Otis could actually win that clash? If so, that's like some masterful plays on my part. Masterful, intentional plays on my part. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. We've got a lot of attacks going through this turn. This guy's probably just still going to get staggered by one of these, I'd assume. With one of these 3 striker stances coming directly for them. Oh, and that guy survived somehow. Here we go, this leap kills. So you're no more. Cool. I like it when people are no more. I like when people have been erased. Oh, we have the Rambling Man passive. Best passive name in the entire game, that's for sure. Rambling Man. Why is Yi-Sung just a Rambling Man? Why not? It's accurate. We're gonna get an event here. Sure. We might be able to do this. Unselectable. And oh, you can just do this. Alright. I saw so many like very low stuff, I was a little worried, but we're still fine. Now, this Golden Urn's can do, like, nothing for us. Don't get me wrong, but I think the other option would be to have to fight some things, which is, like... I actually don't know if that is the case, and if so, I probably should have gone for it. Because, you know, Pride. But, too late. Fight bomb. All in all, it's definitely a good thing when we lose clashes, because that means we do less damage, which means they'll have more HP, which means they get hit by more Pride attacks in their lifetime. Just following, like, the logical progression of things. And just look at these strikers' stances. Like, they're doing wonders for us.
저들이 주풍과 같이 흔들려 보다 유리하지 않겠어.
Okay.
그렇게 하죠.
Daily reset is in 2 minutes now. And it'll probably be fine. Sometimes issues occur when you're doing stuff during daily reset, but what are the odds? And if so, we'll just get an identity. Ooh, that's not good. I mean, he's fine, but oh yeah, you still have your counter, you're fine. Revving up. Good. Good. And then kill the last guy? Faust, kill the last guy? Good. She killed the last guy. How nice. But now we get our final shop. Mersal, we can give Mersal another skill too. There we go. He's kind of like the GOAT now. He's kind of like one of the best people on our team now. Travel within a flask, it's kind of late for that. Sinking, healing. Healing's... Oh, I mean, we really need some healing, I think, so we'll take it. And we'll just heal everyone up. Make sure everyone's gonna be doing fine. And we should be good now. We don't really need to go there. We can just stick to bottom path for the rest of the way. Oh yeah, but let's restructure our team a little bit. Mersault's second. Yeah, was he already second? He might have actually already been second. Because of the fact that he actually had like a skill 2 available, which made him like slightly better.
돈 벌러 가자.
That's fine though. Against the actual final fight, should we take everyone in? I'll probably remove Otis, if nothing else. Because then we can get 2 skill slots for Yi-Song. Which is definitely a decent idea, I think. Neutral there, that's fine. Yeah, I think that was the neutral. Which means, oh no, Honglu takes some damage. Like, I could throw as hard as I wanted to, and you know, the only way Honglu dies is if I purposely make him die. With just ampules.
행동을 개시합니다.
We're really close to getting 1,000 pride, though. That's the thing that's really, like... That's the intense thing about this. We need to get 1,000 pride, though. I might try some special strategies on this next fight, then. It's So the Note Will Cry. We'll be fine against So the Note Will Cry. I'm not really too concerned. It's not like we've got burn or something. That means I'm gonna try some, secondary methods just to make sure we reach our pride quota. Okay. I genuinely can't believe I followed this through to the end. I was just too riveted. I was just too, like, grossed on the idea. Like, this could have been far better with some different, like, ego gets early on. But, like, we've got insane the issue is we've actually got some actually pretty decent damage output for just using skill 1s almost exclusively.
우리 편.
Okay, there we go. Struggling. You're fine. Yeah, it's really young. She'll be fine. She can die a little bit and get better. 3 paralysis next turn. Doesn't matter, because down he goes. Alright. But now I think it's time for a little testing. Okay. We're going to use Honglu's skill 1. That's the plan. Because he can, like, live for a while. We'll ampule him, like, a little bit, but that's fine. We're just going to see how much pride we can get out of just using Honglu. And then we're going to try and lose the fight. So we're effectively going to sacrifice Honglu for, like, some extra pride. That's the plan. He's taking some damage. We've definitely got enough gluttony just naturally, yeah. Yeah, that's a defense. There we go. He gets 1 ampule here. He's taking damage, but he's fine. He's taking some bleed, but like very minimal amounts of bleed, so it really doesn't matter. He's losing some clashes, which also really doesn't matter. Here we go. Yep, there's 1 ampule, and here's 2 ampules.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저.
Okay, here's our 3rd ampule. Might not be the best strategy, but I can't just use something that isn't a... this attack power down is really unfortunate, isn't it? Okay. Eventually. This is turn 3! I've got guaranteed odds, and he can only roll tails! No! No! We're gonna be stuck here for all 99 clashes. Well, you'll actually be to see here, the longer a clash goes on, the faster they become. I believe. I feel like I've seen something like... But because it's turn 3, we've got the Starlight Reward, so we're guaranteed to roll heads. And because this guy's got like a 7 minus 0 or a 6 minus 0, whatever, he can only roll 1 value. So we've accidentally stumbled into an infinite clash. And it kind of hurts to look at it. Like... It really... I thought it sped up. Maybe they changed that. Maybe it doesn't keep on speeding up like as the longer Clash goes. I gotta make sure I get a screenshot of this. Okay, that was something. That was reasoning. Yeah, I already knew about that. I saw like pretty early on in the game's lifespan. If you get an infinite Clash going on, it just stops. Because you can actually manage that pretty easily just using Mersault and just chains of othering someone using a weak skill, and then there's nothing you can do.
정말 있을까요?
Oh yeah, you die this turn, don't you? Oh no, you don't. Yeah, you don't, because we're using this here, so we're not actually going to get the Ampule off, I don't think. Well, you might just die anyways, because you're going to trigger the Ampule, because you're going to hit a bunch. Yeah. Oh, maybe? Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh. Oh. There it is. Yeah, Hongwu dies here. Well, we managed to get a very entertaining Clash out of that. Which, you know, probably took like 3 minutes or something out of this run. Probably not that many. It's probably just 2 minutes.
관사님.
Yeah. What is going on? Going insane. Alright, well, we're probably at decent enough Pride now. We'll just fight. We'll just do this fight normally this time. Like that, yeah. We got 6 people, that's fine. We lost someone for the purpose of science. Yeah, how's our Pride looking? 967. Yeah, he definitely did a decent job there. Making sure we had plenty of Pride.
혈이 난자오.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
Alright.
새겨주겠어.
Alright. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
저희가 이길 것 같아요.
Whoops. There we go. Oh god. It's okay, what is going on? I don't know. I'm having issues and I don't know why. I don't think there's a reason for it beyond just, you know, misclicking, assumably.
일이 끝나갈 조짐이 보이는군요. 흉터의 결과요.
금방 끝내고 버스로 돌아갈 수 있겠다. 그치?
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
흉터의 결과요.
Why are you getting such high... Oh, he's got power up from the crit, doesn't he? That's why he's got such... Does it stack? Wait. Wait a second. The wrong thing. Oh, this is not a once per turn. Critical hit consumes poison count. The ally gains base power up next turn. But I thought this would be once per turn. No, he kept you stacking that. He had a 10+10 skill 1 there. How did he have a 10+10 for his skill 1? That's a 6+7. Oh wait, did he have coin power? Did he have max coin? I don't know what's going on in this run, honestly. This is such a mess, and I am enjoying it thoroughly. So the normal cry. Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's also screenshot worthy, I think. We'll start out, we're going to counter this right arm a little bit. We can leap this. Force break, it's a neutral, might be the best odds we have. Oh no, we've got Otis. What am I saying? We have Otis. We'll dodge that one. I do think it can go over 999 if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I've seen screenshots of one of these being over 999. But you know, it might have just conveniently gotten to that number, which would have been funny. Okay, backslash. Resisting the slash means it's not going to do too much damage, but that's fine. That's not what we're here for. Oh, did I actually... Oh, I redirected the counter, didn't I? Whoops. Yeah, 1003 Pride now. Super satisfying, though, so, nice. So we're going to block the weak ones, since they're like the weak ones. So we're gonna block them because they're like the weak ones. Oh, and then we're just gonna double striker's stance the body. All right. I don't see why not. Like that. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna land a couple crits with these striker stances. Okay, second crit, and then wait, did it crit? I don't know. The second one didn't crit, did it? Oh, is he not? Okay, I guess he just didn't have enough crit yet.
제대로 찝었군.
In time, in time. Right arm's taking some damage here.
기회 아니야?
This is the turn where the people who've got high talisman numbers, which means like no one's got a lot of talisman. You two do though, so you guys can clash against that, I suppose. You can't clash this turn. Oh no, you can't. No, you can't. You need to actually attack it for that to count, I think. Then we could have you do it. Sure. You clash this one. You give it some of your stuff. We're gonna counter one of these. You'll take some damage. Will it be a lot of damage? It's fine. It's not that much damage. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse, statistically speaking. Charge to fade. Will that work? Yeah, that's good enough for me.
눈에 새겨주지.
Probably should have attacked the arm with our one-side attacks instead of just going for the body more, but oh well. Transfer talismans. Because might as well. Go for it again. 2 crits. And then the counter is probably also going to be a crit, so he's going to get 3 crits this turn. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. 86 crit. Moving doll stopped in place. Who will gather the talismans and return them? Otis has this. Good.
훌륭한 작전 덕분에 승리했을 뿐입니다.
And now, if I'm not mistaken, you've got a +6 base power this turn. So, have fun. Oh, we do not want to counter so that no one will cry. I was like, oh, should we counter this turn? But no, we should not. I don't think we should. If we've learned anything from the mirror dungeon, be cautious about so that no one will cry's attack titled so that no one will cry. Oh, that's a neutral. Well, we'll dodge that. You might die there. That's fine by me. You can't redirect that. Then we'll have you redirect that one then, yeah. Sure, you guys do. 200, yeah, you can take 201 damage real quick. I think it'll be fine. The arm's gonna get staggered, so yeah. You're fine. Yeah, there we go. Yi-Sung's doing a little bit of damage here. Oh, we counter both these this turn. Oh, we can't counter either of them. No, he can't do anything this turn. He's just got to sit and watch. Well, Otis can dodge one of these, and then you can probably clash against the other one? Yeah, that'll work. And then you guys go for the arm. Flash fragility from that's funny. Oop. You're fine. Oh, and you get to go again because you're the only person to use a single coin attack this turn. Alright. You'll be able to solo strike one of these. Yeah, you can do it on like that one, and then you can counter this one. Then have everyone else go for the arms. That's dominating. Nice. We can't go for that. We'll have you dodge this one then. Then we have you guys also all just defend this. And that'll work.
행동을 개시합니다.
I think he just dies this turn. Soldier's stance, even if he resists it, it does not matter. The crit comes for him none the same. Or all the same. Yeah. He thinks he can kill Yi-Sung, the fool. 116 damage. And we're just gonna have Yi-Sung counter this and win the fight, I think. That's the plan for next turn. For the cinematic finish. Oh yeah, you're trying to bother with your gimmick this turn. As a... And you're clashing with both of those, and you guys just all defend against the right arm. Because now, we win. Like this. Assuming he doesn't get staggered here. And he almost got staggered. Oh, and there he was at 99 poise potency. And there's our victory. It was, you know, a long, hard fight, but in the end, we won.
갈갈이 베어버렸어.
You did 34% of the damage, not shocked.
피보다 정신이 맑을 때가 없군.
Hongwu took 1,000 damage. I wonder why. Yisung took 840 damage, thanks to all his countering. Alright. Yeah, we got some good ego gifts for the poise stuff. And there we go. There's our 3 levels. Past level 630 now. It takes us to the main menu, right? And it's a new day, so it'll instantly give me the Yisung, I think. Fitting time to get a new Yisung.
밥은 먹고 하자고 고객님. 결국 우리가
Wow.
나서서
There he is.
처리해야겠구려.
Yeah, so turtles appear, they must involve ourselves in the matter. Alright, that's cool. Well, then that's the end of today's episode, though. These are extracts for next time. Tomorrow, join back tomorrow, and we'll do stuff with this guy, I guess. Thank you all for watching. If you watched this to the end, very much a pat on the back for you. I don't know why you would, but this really was an emotional journey. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.